Today on Ask the Mayor, Penticton Mayor Andrew Jakubeit, who has a long history with minor hockey in the South Okanagan. He's also a former two-term city councillor and past president of the Downtown Penticton Association.
Welcome to our Shaw TV studios in Prospera Place in Kelowna for our continuing series where we sit down and talk to local valley mayors. And joining us today is Penticton Mayor Andrew Jakubeit. Welcome to the show, Andrew.
Great to be here.
How's it feel being in the hot seat, as it were?
Well, every day there seems to be a new thing going on, so I'm in the media probably 2 or 3 times a week, so it's not that hot, or I'm used to it, I guess.
Now, you were a city councillor for 2 terms before running for mayor. What's been the biggest difference for you going from being a member of the council to being the leader of it?
I think my opinions probably haven't changed, but I think now when I speak, my voice carries a bit more. I think that's probably the biggest thing. It's kind of like refereeing. I used to referee a lot of hockey, so it's kind of like when you went out as a linesman, no one paid much attention to you. The next game you come out with the red stripes on, and all of a sudden it's, "Oh, Mr. Referee," and you had a bit more respect given to you. And of course it's been 6 years as a councillor, so you sort of build up your respect in the community as well, and put your time in, so to speak. But it's been an exciting venture.
What's been the biggest surprise, maybe, the biggest difference or biggest surprise?
The biggest surprise probably happened last year, and I'm sure we'll talk about it later in the show, but just with the passion some people had, and there was an issue with parks.
Right.
And what surprised me was the level of passion. And I mean, it's still, from a situation that happened late spring, it's there's still letters to the editor today. And so that was a surprise, and also disappointment was really that passion sort of turned into almost like a mob-like scenario for one evening's protest, and then people sort of personalized their opinion, and I think vilified people for either supporting or not supporting, and that was disappointing, because I think everyone should have a right to their own opinion and to be able to feel comfortable to voice it, and not feel that they're going to get personalized or vilified for having an opinion. So that was surprising and disappointing.
Do you think you've evolved as a mayor? Obviously you learn a lot on the job, but is it something that a constant evolution?
Yeah, I think every scenario you look at and you learn from it, and you try to, if you're to repeat that, would you do it the same way? And I think moving forward, we really need to have a lot of focus on community engagement and just better communications. I think those are the biggest things. I want to be that leader that is inspirational for the community, but also for my council, also for staff, and that doesn't happen overnight, and doesn't happen without learning from mistakes and trying to improve and better yourself.
Now, I guess along those lines, do you worry about being popular in that kind of context, or is it more about doing the right thing?
Well, in this business, you're only as popular as your last vote, and so you can be the greatest thing since sliced bread, and then all of a sudden, when there's a scenario where you approve something or don't approve something that someone wanted you to, all of a sudden you're every name in the book that be called to you. And I think for us, the whole council actually came in on a very strong mandate to be instruments of change, and I think, if nothing else, people hopefully will respect the fact that we are been pretty true to that, and we're trying to make Penticton more vibrant and economic development and those type of things, and stay focused. And I think at the end of our 4-year term, as you look back and see, did they achieve some of those goals? Is Penticton a better place to live? Did we improve our economic climate? All those sorts of things. I think that'll be that report card. That'll be the popularity measurement.
So you talk about the sort of personal level that sometimes the passion can turn to. Does that have an effect on you personally and on your family life?
Well, I'm still married, so but it is hard, and we try not to read the letters of the editor, because you usually get the same handful of people that are talking about the same thing, and you try to focus and surround yourself with positive people. But it's a small community, so yeah, you do hear it. I usually don't bring my wife to a lot of the functions as well. I try to shield her from the political life of things. It's a reality, but I think No, I think it's, I think it's been good. It's being a councillor for 6 years. I think your family sort of gets used to that political life. As a mayor, it's a little different because you're the focal point for the community, and you're the media. Like, you're always in the media. You're the voice for the community. So that makes it a little harder because you are sort of that pinpoint person. But we may do, and we surround ourselves with positive people, so it's good.
All right, well, speaking of letters to the editor and that kind of thing, when we come back after the break, we'll be fielding some questions that have been sent in to us from our viewers. We'll be right back.